Okay, I'm very glad today Victoria is going to share with us her love of the poetry of Robert Frost. But Victoria didn't choose the short poetry. She chose one of the longest poetry of Robert Frost, and it's dramatized. It's through dialogue. She's going to give us the conflict, the emotional tension, and hopefully you will do a good job. I trust you, Victoria. You are going to dramatize this wonderful long poetry. It's almost like a drama. Go ahead, Victoria.
Yes. He saw her from the bottom of the stairs. Before she saw him, she was starting down, looking back over her shoulder at some fear. She took an doubtful step and then undid it, to raise herself and look again. He spoke, advancing towards her. What is it that you see from up there always? For I want to know. She turned and sank upon her skirts at that, and her face changed from terrified to dull. He said to gain time, What is it you see? Mounting until she cowered under him. I will find out now. You must tell me, dear. She, in her place, refused him any help, with the least stiffening of her neck in silence. She let him look, sure that he wouldn't see. Blind creature, in a walk he didn't see, but at last he murmured, Oh, and then again, oh. What is it? What? She said. Just that I see. You don't, she challenged. Tell me what it is. The wonder is I didn't see at once. I never noticed it from here before. I must be wonted to it, that's the reason. The little graveyard where my people are. So small the window frames the whole of it. Not so much larger than a bedroom, is it? There are 3 stones of slate and 1 of marble, broad-shouldered with little slabs there in the sunlight, on the side hill. Well, you haven't to mind those. But I understand, it is not the stones, but the child's mouth. Don't, she cried. She withdrew, shrinking beneath his arms that rested on the banister, and slid downstairs. He turned on him with such a daunting look. He said twice over before he knew himself. Can't a man speak of what his own child he's lost? Not you. Oh, where's my hat? Oh, I don't need it. I must get out of here. I must get air. I don't know rightly whether any man can. Amy, don't go somewhere else at this time. Listen to me. I won't come down the stairs. He sat and fixed his chin between his fists. There's something I'd like to ask you, dear. You don't know how to ask it. Help me then. Her fingers moved the latch for all reply. My words are nearly always an offense, so I don't know how to speak of anything. So as to please you, I must be taught. I should suppose, I can't say I see how. A man must partly give up being a man with womenfolk. We could have some arrangement by which I'd bind myself to keep hands off anything special you're a mind to name. Though I don't like such things twixt those that love. 2 that don't love can't live together without them, but 2 that do can't live together with them. She moved the latch a little. Don't go. Don't carry it to someone else this time. Tell me about it if it's something human. Let me on to your grief. I'm not so much unlike other folks as you're standing there apart would make me out. Give me my chance. I do think, though, you overdid it a little. Oh, what was it that brought you up to think to take your mother's loss of a first child so unconsolably in the face of blood? You think his memory might be satisfied. There you go, sneering now. I'm not. You make me angry. I'll come down to you. God, what a woman. And it's come to this. A man can't speak of its own child that's dead. You can't because you don't know how to speak. If you had any feelings, you know that dug with your own hand. How could you? His little grave. I saw you from there, that very window there, making that grobble leap and leap in the air, leap up like that, and land so lightly and roll back into the mound beside the hole. I thought, who was that man? I didn't know you. And I crept down the stairs and made the stairs to look again. And still, your spade kept lifting. Then you came in. I heard your rumbling voice out the kitchen, and I don't know why, but I went near to see with my own eyes. You could sit there with the stains on your shoes of the fresh earth of your own baby's grave and just talk about your everyday concerns. You had stood the spade up against the wall, outside there in the entry, for I saw it. I shall laugh the worst laugh I've ever laughed. I'm cursed. God, if I don't believe I'm cursed. I can repeat the very words you were saying. Three foggy mornings and one rainy day will rot the best birch fence a man can build. Think of it. Talk like that in such a time. What had how long it takes a birch to rot to do with what was in the darkened parlor? You couldn't care. The nearest friends can go with anyone to death. I'm so far short, they might as well not try to go at all. No. From the time when one is sick to death, one is alone, and he dies more alone. Friends make pretense to following to the grave, but before one is in it, their minds are turned and making the best of their way back to life. And living people, and things they understand. But the world's evil. I won't have grief if I can change it. Oh, I won't. There. You have said it all, and now you feel better. You won't go now. You're crying. Close the door. The heart's gone out of it. Why keep it up? Why keep it up? Amy, there's someone coming down the road. You think the talk is all. I must go. Somewhere out of this house. How can I make you if you do? She was opening the door wider. Where do you mean to go? Tell me that. I'll follow you and bring you back. I will. That's it.
Oh, wow, you make me sad. Almost want to cry. There is so much emotional conflict and there's no consolation at the end. There is no resolution. Their conflict, the emotional battle at the end suddenly stop. Give you a suspension, right? So Victoria, you can write a novel after this poetry, so-called poetry. It's almost like a drama, right? Can you imagine you can write 20 years down the road how this men and women resolve their conflict? What are going to happen to them? Congratulations. Okay, we keep on studying Robert Frost, but you didn't study this little book. Show me your book. What? This is a complete version of Robert Frost.
Treasures of American
So we'll keep on studying this guy. Okay.